This is Bruce Frazier with Dixondale Farms, and today I want to talk maybe an advanced course in onion bulbing and requirements. We talk about the day length requirements, but there's also a requirement for heat units. And heat units give an indication as far as how fast the onion is growing and the total amount of maturity, how close it's getting to maturity. To determine your heat units, you take an average of the high and the low. In this example, we got a 75 for your high, 55 for the low. So the average would be 60 degrees. And we subtract that, and the term that we use for onions is 40, or the value that the basis, that's the minimum that to generating heat units is 45. So it'd be 60 minus 45. So on that particular day, with these two temperatures, you would be acquiring 15 heat units. But what's important about heat units is when you look at the onion, you should be generating a new leaf with every 200 heat units. So once you reach to the 200, in this case, if it was 15, it would take somewhere around 13, 14 days for it to shoot a new leaf. And then once it gets to 200 and it shoots that new leaf, then you start back for another 200. And then total heat units that the onion needs is somewhere around 2,000 to 2,300. That's what we estimate. And what's important about that is that once that onion acquires that total amount of heat units, it expects for the day length to be long enough or to be matching up for it to start transforming the carbohydrates that are in the leaves and start making the bulb. The other thing that's important about heat units is how many days it's taking to generate that new leaf. If you get into a period where it's taking 13, 14 days to generate a leaf, and all of a sudden it cools off for an extended period of time, then you can go into a bolting issue. It starts taking 21 days after it's been taking 14 because the onion thinks that it actually is cooling off, you're changing the seasons, and it's going to die. So this is Bruce Frazier explaining heat units and onions. Thank you.